All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus. Vikings day one of free agency 2025 is in the books. We're going to go ahead and slap big old fat grade on what Kwesi and the gang did today. Before you, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment. Again, huge thanks to everybody who was on the marathon live stream today. 9 hours we put in, and man, it was fun. It was a wild ride, and can't wait to do it again next year. It's going to be fantastic. Again, thanks for everybody for hopping on and all the support during that. So let's go ahead and look at the Vikings signings that they made today and put a grade on it. Vikings got things going with Isaiah Rodgers, the cornerback from Philly. Before that, he was with the Colts, kind of an under-the-radar kind of a signing, one that nobody really had pegged to the Vikings or even honestly knew much about this guy. The more you look into it, the more you read about him. He's got speed. He's tenacious. He's graded out very well, PFF, a very highly graded out player. He did miss the 2023 season with the gambling issue, but he did bet on his own team. We got inside information on that from our buddies over at Bring the Juice podcast. So again, not a signing that's going to wow you, but again, a guy who could have a role on this team. He also can return kicks. So Vikings got themselves a new return man as well. So Isaiah Rodgers, the first signing by the Vikings, and they announced the signing of Bubba Balon. This isn't really, we're going to count it, but it's not really like it's not an unrestricted free agent signing. It's just a guy they worked out last week. He's brought in. They signed him today. It was announced today on the opening day of legal tampering. Bubba Bolden, a guy who's going to be a camp body fighting for a practice squad spot. So doesn't really factor in. Let's go to Ryan Kelly, kind of another surprising signing by the Vikings, just because he wasn't pegged to them. We both, Onebar and myself, figured the Vikings would upgrade both guard positions and roll Garrett Bradbury again. But they go ahead and bring in the 31-year-old veteran, Ryan Kelly, a guy who's started a shit ton of games in the league, and he's been damn good when he's healthy. Rarely allows the pressure. Doesn't let his quarterback get hit. That's the kind of center you want in front of your young quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, a guy he can trust, a guy he knows isn't going to allow him to get hit. If he does, it's very rare that does happen. The age is a factor. The neck issues a little bit concerning as well. He's missed some time with the injuries. But again, when healthy, Ryan is absolutely fantastic. So 2 years, I think it was $18 million for him. So again, another good deal. When you look at what was being shelled out there, just from other teams, some of these huge, massive contracts, like what the Packers gave to Aaron Banks was insane. We get Ryan Kelly, 2 years, $18 million. And again, I'm sure that number is going to be very cap friendly when it's all broken down and you see actually what's guaranteed and what's going where, and if there's any void years and that kind of crap. So again, Ryan Kelly surprising, and then Garrett Bradbury. Now, what happens with him? Does he get traded? Hopefully, you can get something for him. Even if you do release him post June 1, you get like $4.4 million in cap space. So that makes sense. It frees up some money, especially have some little extra bucket of money for training camp. Someone goes down, you got to go sign somebody. So that makes sense, and we'll see. Maybe we can still get a draft pick for Garrett Bradbury. Maybe some team wants an experienced and athletic center who can move to that second level very quickly, and just is really solid. I'm trying to sell Garrett Bradbury here, but we'll see. I'm not expecting a draft pick. I'd take a 7th rounder, though, to be honest with you guys. And then the last signing, Vikings signing one of their own, cornerback Byron Murphy, 3 years, $66 million. Boom. Just when you watch the quarterback market kind of unfold today, Murphy really kind of got down to being the last sexy option for the Vikings. I mean, there's some other second-tier names, Sonny Samuel, Christian Fulton's were out there, but the Vikings go ahead and shell it out for Byron Murphy, which I believe 33 million of that was guaranteed. So really the contract kind of came in what we expected, about $22 million average per year, right about what the market value was for him. So not another overpay. It was a high pay. It was a major pay. But for a guy who had 6 interceptions last year, you lose Cam Bynum, you want to have some kind of fixture, familiar face back there in your second. We don't know what's happened to Harrison Smith just yet. We all assume he's coming back. That's not a done deal at this point. But Byron Murphy is back. So those were the signings. Vikings have also wined and dined Jonathan Allen today. Something's probably going to come of that tomorrow. I would assume he'll get a deal too. And then Will Fries. Vikings sniffing on him all day. Nothing been decided there. Also, speaking of decisions, Daniel Jones, Vikings and Colts apparently both have offers to him, and he's mulling that over. So This wasn't wham bam, thank you, ma'am, boom, 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 excitement, excitement, excitement. It was a little slow burn today for the Vikings. We had the signing in the first hour, and then nothing till almost 4 o'clock when Ryan Kelly signed, and then we got the Byron Murphy news after that. So not maybe the fireworks that we were hoping for, anticipating, but overall, I look at these signings. I'm going to go ahead and give this thing. Man, I gotta go with an A-. I gotta go A- here. I love Ryan Kelly getting that new center, upgrading over Garrett Bradbury, something we have not done in 6 years. I thought that guy was going to be gone 2 years ago. I thought for sure he was gone. Vikings bring him back. I don't know what's going to happen with him. He's not your starting center. It is Ryan Kelly. And then we got Byron Murphy back. Guy, one of the big targets in free agency this year was getting that guy back. A guy who's really hitting his own head, coming off a great year. I think it's going to be even better in 2025. And then Isaiah Rodgers, scrappy, under the radar kind of signing. Seems like a Kwesi kind of a move. So A- for me. Vikings day one free agency. Look at what's potentially coming down the pipeline. Will Fries, Jonathan Allen. Things are going to get sexy. Things get sexy here for Minnesota Vikings. Let me know your grade for day one free agency. Mine again, A- for the Vikings. Thanks again for everybody for sticking with us all day long. We know every one of you keep your skull right in your hole.